Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for having me here. I am very happy to be a part of this conference and very honored to have the chance to talk about such a beautiful project. And I have to say that HTI conference was very, surprised and very happy to see what this project is about and how it's working and what we are doing. So that's why I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm just going to try to introduce you what we are doing, how we are doing it, and for how long, and what are our goals and targets for the future. So what is the Peace Fleet, Mirna More? Basically, for all of you guys that come from Croatia, you know what Mirna More is. It means, it's kind of when the salesmen say to each other when they go on a sail trip. What is the Peace Fleet? It's the world's largest peace sailing project for socially and economically disadvantaged children and young people, but not only for socially and economically disadvantaged children, but also for sick children. We do have kids in wheelchairs that we have on our boats that we try to transport and incorporate in all this project, and it's a challenge and it's not very easy, but it's working really good, and I hope it will keep on going like this for a long time. What was the idea of the foundation? Together in the same boat, we see ourselves as an important contribution to global peace, tolerance, and friendship across all borders. The original idea was to bring together children from different warfaring countries and to sail with them, reducing prejudices and learning tolerance. The project started back in 1994 with 3 ships and 17 children. Now we're way bigger, but that was the idea, to kind of have because the project is from Austria. There are lots of, back in 1991, where the war in Yugoslavia happened, there were lots of families from Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia who came to Austria, and that was kind of the idea, to bring these children together, to show them that friendship for friendship there are no borders, that friendship can be with everyone. If you like the person, then you can be friends with them. That was kind of the starting idea. Now, 21 years later, we have not only this one, but also some other targets that we are trying to accomplish. Project goals are targets: tolerance and understanding, social integration, peace and respect. We do a lot of different games. We try to show children how this whole thing works. Then for example, there is this one game where they get lots of different types of buttons with different colors, and they have to find another kids that have the same colored button to find friends, and then they're to sit together to talk, and then they can fill out like a small paper where they write their names. And when we have this big party on Wednesday, because it goes from Saturday to Saturday, we kind of take 10 of those kids and give them some kind of prizes, just to show them that actually it's important for them to interact with each other, to go to different boats, to speak with other kids. They do have to speak other languages. You will see we do have kids from 23 different countries, so we do speak English, Croatian, German, Serbian, Bosnian, Slovenian, but there are also kids from Macedonia, from Romania. So it's always also a challenge for the kids to talk with each other, to speak with each other. And I've been there for a couple of years now, and there was never a problem. The kids always find a way to interact and to, in the end, be friends. peace, tolerance, and respect for each other are our lessons of history. Changing society through our perspectives and living out our ideals is our mission. As I said, just to give an example that basically everything is possible and that people are, or in the end, kids are our future, and we need to teach them to be better than we are, and to see some things differently, and to try to make this place, this world, a better place. For example, we do have a workshop with the kids, or let's say adolescents, because the people that we have in our project are between 7 and 20. So the older kids are doing a workshop where they get a topic. Last year it was, what is peace for me? So, and then they work on it, and then they present it, what for them is peace. And when you sit there and listen to them, they have so many different opinions. For some of them, the peace is that their parents don't argue with each other, that everyone is friends with each other, that we don't have prejudices just because someone has a different, not only skin color, but hair color, or that someone has piercings and tattoos and the other ones don't. So it's a very, very bright spectrum of what these kids think and how they think, and it's always very interesting to listen to them. And I can say I've been a part of the project since 2008. I started as an official ambassador. In the meantime, I'm already a voluntary member of the team, going with them for the whole week, working with the kids as a part of the activity team. So it's always, I can say that every year I learn something new. I learn something better. I gain more experiences, and for the kids, I think there is no better chance to express themselves and become better as in a project that is like this. As I said, our participants are those who otherwise are at the margin of the society. We also have kids that, for example, are coming from happy families, everything is fine, but they have siblings that are sick, that are, some of them are deadly sick, some of them will die sooner or later. And because in their life everything is about their sick siblings, we try to take these, their other siblings to come with us to be for 1 week, so that they are in the middle of the attention, that they have something that they have, can live for, because their life is hard enough at home. And it's always very, very interesting to see how they develop and how they, when you talk to their teachers half a year later or 1 year later at school, and then they tell you that this kid or this kid developed and started to become more open, or was first he was shy, and then after 1 or 2 years of being a part of the project, suddenly this kid is having friends and being open-minded and doing some things that it never done before. I think that's what this project is basically about, and what we kind of try to achieve with the project, to make these kids just feel better and feel better about themselves. As I said, the Peace Fleet was established in 1992, but the first Peace Fleet was 1994. They get the opportunity to build friendship across ethnical and social borders. We do have, for example, Mirna Kaštela. They are one of our big sponsors. We get the chance to be at their harbor for 3 days, 105 ships, which is a lot. We don't have to pay for it, which is also very, very great, that we can at this point save some money. And they do have also ships where they have, for example, diabetic kids, and those kids always do a workshop where they teach us about the disease, what you can do about it, how you can live with it. So we always try to incorporate different types of kids to work together, to be together, and to also teach us as organizers something new. We had a vision that we want to have 100 sailing boats. That was realized in September 2008 with 102 boats and 880 participants. Last year we had 106 boats with 900 participants. You have to think these are usually sailing boats and some catamarans. So you can have basically 8 to 10 people on each boat. The kids are usually 4 to 6 kids per ship, because they do have to have their skippers, their co-skippers, and also their teachers that are with them. And it's not easy. Some of those kids come from families with very bad situations. Some of them don't have families. Some of them were taken away from their families because their families were not able to take care of them. And those kids have fears. Those kids are not used to sharing, for example, this small room with 6 other people and having to clean and to kind of live together. And this is also something that they learn in this week, that basically life is about working with each other and living with each other and respecting each other, helping each other, sometimes also making compromises and sometimes not. So it's a lot of different types of how you can actually see this project as something that is good for little kids. We want this to remain the same because it is already big, and it is, if it gets bigger, it will get hard for us to coordinate everything. We do have doctors with us, we do have medical assistants, so if safety team, if something happens, we are always ready to interact. We do want to save or to have peace within us, and always just try to tell and teach those kids that life is about working with each other. We are a non-profit organization. Around 70 people work on this project, and usually around 55 to 60 people are there traveling with the kids, because we do need organization members, because we are also we do have to make the program for the kids, so it's a whole week where we have to do something for them so that they have fun and they can enjoy it. I will show you a short video. It's maybe like a minute and a half. It's been made 2 years ago, so you will see the in the meantime old Croatian president, but just to show you some impressions of this project.
Projekt je dao veliki doprinos razvoju solidarnosti i mirnog suživota među susjednim zemljama i narodima. Okupljanje vršnjaka različitog nacionalnog i socijalnog porijekla, koji se tijekom jednotjednog zajedničkog boravka kroz sport i druženje uče toleranciji, poštivanju različitosti i međusobnom uvažavanju, odličan je primjer pozitivnog pristupa procesu pomirenja i izgradnji zajedničke europske budućnosti u regiji.
Svim brodovima mirno more flote mira. Set your sail. Dignite jedra. Flota mira jedri i pokazuje znak mira. Mirno more!
So that was just a short impact on this project. For me, it was something that when I started working as an ambassador, I was still swimming, and I didn't really have time to be a part of this project there in Croatia because I had to train. And I said, okay, I'm going to be the ambassador, but I want to see the project once when I stop swimming. And so I took the chance back in 2010 when I finished my career to go there for 2 days and to see how this works. And then I decided that I'm gonna be 100% behind this and work. I do work, I have a job, but this is a voluntary thing to do, and I do want to help kids, and there is nothing better when you see those kids and how they smile and how they hug you and tell you that they love you, and how basically you learn how easy it is to show someone that you care about them. So the only thing they need is just a little bit of attention and just a little bit of your kindness, and they will be grateful to you for the rest of their lives. And it's a project that it's really like, it's in my heart, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. And as I said, I'm happy that I was able to present it here. We do work, all of us voluntarily, and we depend on our sponsors and all the people that are willing to give any kind of support. So that's basically it. I hope that we will be able to continue with this project for many, many, many years. And thank you for your attention.
First of all, thank you so much for sharing your great activity, really human, and we are so on the same wave, I would like to say, because we in Israel also do some projects for disabled children. So I think maybe we can discuss, of course, the question is, if you had experience with the children with Down syndrome.
Yes.
You did?
Yes. We do have, I don't know it's how many, because it depends always on the project. We have projects from all over Austria and from also Croatia, and so the teachers and the people that take care of those kids decide which kids are going to go and which kids maybe go next year, or which kids maybe already been there, so they cannot go.
So would you like to expand to other countries? I mean, if we can discuss a really collaboration here from Israel, the children with Down syndrome, for example, to bring the groups to your activity.
I think it would be a good
idea.
idea.
Can it be interesting for you?
Yes, we can exchange the contacts.
Yeah, because I see really.
Yeah, we do have, and it's for us always a challenge, because most of the people from the organization team are some kind of dead teachers. They do social pedagogist, so, and I'm not. I'm just a girl that went to school, went to university, did swimming, so I'm not really, I didn't learn this, but I think that I have enough personal experience to know how to interact with these kids, and it's really something that it's always challenging, because you have different types of disabled kids there,
yeah.
And no matter how hard it is always manageable, and we always make those kids work with each other, interact with each other. So I think it's something that it's definitely worth being maybe expanded and
okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.